What's up, guys? It's Jory. Here I have a nice commentary for you, and this battle really made me mad, so I'm just gonna jump right into this. First, this guy seemed pretty nice. I sent in my Starmie, hoping to get that Hydro Pump. I knew he was gonna switch into Rotom Wash, but I also know that that's probably gonna go for an electric move, so I went for the switch into Electivire. He predicted this really well. Props to him. He got that Hydro Pump, did a ton of damage to me. So at this point, I just I went for the wild charge. Thought it was a pretty safe move. I didn't think that he'd think that'd stand. I get the miss there. I apologize for it because that's pretty hacksy. So then he sends in Hippowdon to take the wild charge. I should have expected that, but I was ready to sack this at this point because it had no further use, but I didn't quite want it to get that bad yet. So, I bring up my rocks because he brought up his, and I know that these hazards are going to be really useful, especially since he's running that Volt Switch. He goes for the Pain Split. That's a good move, but I whirlwind him out into Jirachi. This Jirachi actually tricks me while I'm using spikes. So, yeah, I'm locked into spikes now. I don't mind that a whole bunch because I need those 3 layers anyway. He sends in Roserade, probably to bring up his own spikes. It's a good move on his part because I'm locked into hazards. Now what I'm going to do here is bring up the 3rd layer of spikes. Now I have all my hazards out. It's still 6-6, but that's going to change very shortly. I bring in my Electivire, sack it on the rocks. He brings up the extra layer of spikes. That was a very good move on his part, but now I get into Knifing and I'm scarfed, so I go into the Whirlwind. And I'm getting a lot of damage on his guys every time. That's gonna help later. So I just keep whirlwinding on him. He gets that Fire Punch off. I'm not too worried because I run lefties. I know I can take another Fire Punch even if it gets back in. So I keep going for those whirlwinds. But then I realized that I didn't have the lefties. He hits me with that Volt Switch for a KO. He brings in his Gengar. So I did what I thought was the smart thing here. I brought in my Haxorus. I know I can outspeed because I'm scarfed. I go for the Outrage. He brings in Jirachi. Doesn't end up mattering a whole lot because I get that 40%. That's a 2 KO from that range. So yeah, he doesn't even get a chance to move on that Jirachi. I just destroy him with outrages. Then he brings in the Stoutland, and this is where I got mad, because he says GG right here, as if he thinks he's gonna win. I know that my Magmortar can't take a Banded Retaliate or Return, so I just sack that. And then I bring in my Lucario. I know he's banded because he's not Life Orbed. I go for the agility here. He predicts the Aura Sphere. That's not a good move on his part. So now I have that +2 speed, modest Life Orb Lucario with amazing coverage. I hit him with that Dark Pulse instantly. He tries to bring out the Hippowdon, but those hazards give me enough damage that I OHKO from that range. I get him with the Aura Sphere. I'm getting really excited at this point because this man's getting exactly what's coming to him. You do not say GG that early in a match. That's just a cocky thing to do. I hit him with that HP Ice. He's not able to do anything. He's bringing his weak ass shit up in this Humpty Bumpty. Maybe he thinks he can KO from this range, but I outspeed him on the Aura Sphere. And then this man does not even have the balls to stay in after his last poke. He forfeits. I lost all respect that I might have had for him there. This man was just acting like a cocky asshole. He thought he was going to win immediately. That was not the case. Lucario came through big. I'm really liking this new set that I'm running on it. If you liked that video and this man getting his just desserts, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Check out Stream's channel. And, yeah, so this guy acted like an asshole, got exactly what was coming to him. Night.